What's up, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood movie nerd, back to give you guys everything going on in the world of movies and TV, and oh man, I just feel beat down. I knew I was signing up for this kind of pain the minute I saw the trailer, and the minute that I found out that I had to go see this movie. I was trying desperately to avoid it, but I just couldn't. They just keep coming back. I just can't avoid them. So this is my review for Geostorm.
Come on, baby. You're committing treason.
Oh yeah, I kidnapped the president, I've stolen state secrets. Yeah, anything I'm forgetting, honey?
Honey.
Geostorm is the latest in a string of disasters from a pair of directors that have clearly not taken a hint when it comes to changing popular genres in Hollywood. The duo that I'm talking about would be none other than Roland Emmerich and Dean Devlin, who, after hitting box office and critical success with their popular 1996 alien invasion hit Independence Day, went on to direct such gems as Godzilla 1998, The Day After Tomorrow, 2012, 10,000 BC, and last year's critically reviled Independence Day Regurgence. And this time, Devlin gets behind the camera for the directing job, this time pointing to Gerard Butler on how not to do an American accent as a genius designer for a satellite that can literally control the weather. But when Butler's arrogance gets him fired, however, things quickly become worse when the satellite malfunctions start to cause severe changes in weather around the planet. Left with no other options, the President of the United States himself tasks Butler to go up to space in order to fix the satellite's problem. While on the ground, his brother, played by Jim Sturgis, balances his job at the State Department with a secret relationship with a White House Secret Service agent, along with trying to find the perpetrator of the attacks from the ground. So I hope that what I just said basically does all the talking for how absolutely horrible this was to sit through. This was such an agonizing experience on so many different levels. I was at the very least hoping that I could go in and appreciate a stupid movie to just sit back and turn my brain off to, but I couldn't even do that, because the problem is that when the movie CG is on high and the disasters are going apeshit nuts and all of its terrible green screen glory, it's hilarious. The problem is that those scenes are really so few and far between, and followed by at least 30 minutes in between of bullshit melodrama apiece. And I want to believe that Gerard Butler can act, or could act at one point, but the man's choice of film has just not been good. I didn't think it could get much worse for him after Gods of Egypt, but I was wrong. I saw Olympus Has Fallen before this, so I knew he wasn't capable of holding an American accent, so that's fine. I wasn't expecting much world-class acting. The problem is this movie had so many close-ups of his mouth that I could literally see him not moving the corners of his mouth whenever he spoke. That, coupled with the fact that he has just one action scene where he beats somebody up, and the fact that the rest of his dialogue is exposition shows that this guy is no closer to becoming credible than he was 10 years ago when he first broke out. The other actors in this film range from trying and failing to just being there for a paycheck to just not giving a shit. Jim Sturgis, another British actor, plays Butler's character's brother in this movie, and his accent comes off as even more forced than his co-stars. Abby Cornish plays his Secret Service agent girlfriend, and her emotion ranges from not giving a shit to full-on robot mode. She literally has, I think, 2 facial expressions in this entire movie. And Andy Garcia and Ed Harris play the President and Secretary of Defense in this movie, and they're both clearly just there for the paycheck. I swear to God, Garcia's expressions, like whenever he was glancing in the corner, it looked like he was between takes, he just kept turning to somebody and begging them for his paycheck. And lastly, because I could give less of a shit about this movie, I called that Ed Harris was a bad guy from the first goddamn trailer. This movie sucks, don't go see it. It had a bunch of chances to be goofy and embrace its stupidity, but any attempts that were ever thought of were quickly dashed in a very straight bunch of characters interacting with green screen, and it just comes off as boring. And a movie that is a heat wave destroying Moscow, a glacier destroying the Middle East, and tidal waves freezing people in Rio de Janeiro should not be boring in the slightest way. This movie gets 1 out of 10 stars from me. So guys, I think it's safe to say that after sitting through this movie, I don't think I'm ever going to go see a Gerard Butler or a Dean Devlin or a Roland Emmerich movie ever again, because my God, I'm just sick of it. Like, this is one of those instances where it hurt to sit through a movie, and I should never ever feel that way. So that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in, as always, for being there with me, all 12 or 13 of you. Follow me on Twitter at Movie Nerd Review. Check out my website, movienerdreviews.com. Also be sure to follow me on Stardust. That is it. I will see you guys next time.